Hello and welcome to my channel, AB Make It Artwork, where we do what we do to make that artwork for you. And today is, well, me working on art studies and practicing for the endeavor that I'm going to be taking on, which is the Sketchbook Slam Challenge, where you have to draw pretty much 20 pages a day to complete 600 pages of giant monster sketchbook. And to prepare for that, I have been working in my little utility sketchbook and trying to work on doing 20 pages a day. And for the last couple days, I've been pretty consistent with that, with pages. Like yesterday, I got 21 pages done in this little utility sketchbook, and the day before that, I had 20. And with these pages, I actually was completing my page 5 and 6. And by doing this kind of warm-up, this practice for the endeavor I'm going to take on, this is really giving me an opportunity to focus on things that I've wanted to get done. For instance, I want to get better at drawing animals, and I decided to draw a bunch of dogs. And the resource I used to do these dog studies, I looked up on YouTube, Dog Breeds 101, and there's 2 different lists where the dog breeds are in alphabetical order, which is why these dog breeds are in alphabetical order as far as their name goes. And it's been really fun to do. And in this piece, I'm using Tombow dual brush markers, a Sharpie, and I think it's a Papermate correction pencil. Yeah. And what I would do with watching the videos, because of the Animal Planet Dogs 101, I would pause it at different parts of the video and then draw that dog. And I decided to just use the black and gray marker because they tend to blend well. This paper was pretty good at taking in the color but not transferring it through the paper, which I'm very happy about, because at some parts I was thinking, oh, have I oversaturated this paper too much? And I think one point of the video you see me flipping the page over just to double check to see that I haven't oversaturated to the point of seeping through to the page behind it. And I checked it out, it was all fine. But these dog studies have been really fun in seeing how the construction of a dog works and what's the difference of shapes. And you can see that I wrote the name of the dog breed in the corner of the pages. And the one to the left is a bearded collie. The one on the right page is going to be a Belgian Malinois. And I love saying that name. Overall, this has been really fun. Today was trying out something new. I'm sitting in the living room of my home where there is a table instead of sitting on the floor. You probably don't know this, but most of the time I'm just sitting on the floor in my studio because we don't have a table or anything in there. So the lighting's different due to where I'm sitting at with the table. And it was all right lighting. I feel like it could have been better, but I'm dealing with natural sources, so I can't control nature and fix that. And I don't know, I'm having a really jazzed up day. It's been a great day. And I'm really excited because I went to track where my big old monster sketchbooks are with the 300 pieces of paper, the 600 page sketchbooks for my Sketchbook Slam Challenge. And supposedly they are on the island, they are here, and I'm like, yes, yes, so excited, like, so excited. This has been a pretty good week. I've generally been pretty happy. Instagram's been really poppin' with the stuff I share, and I share a lot. I post onto my Instagram multiple times in a day, anywhere between 2 to 7 times. I will share whatever the heck I'm doing because I really like it. Whatever I'm doing could be really sporadic. Apologize for that. That was probably some notification because I didn't turn notification alarms off. And just, everything's been so exciting. Recently been watching this YouTuber. Her name is, I forgot her name. It's Casey Golden. I love watching her videos. I love listening to her, and I really like the aesthetic of her paintings. And so I've been binge watching a lot of her art prompts, and that's been a fun endeavor of its own, just watching her and listening to her talk. And I did fan art of her. I like her. I like her videos, and I like that she's cool with drawing naked people, because I find it weird when people talk about their experiences with nude models and they're weird about it. And other than that, it's been fun. I think we're at 70. We're in the 70s. I'm hoping that we can reach 80 whenever it tends to be around getting to another increment of 10. My Instagram fluctuates. I don't know why that is, but it's okay. It's all about having fun and just sharing art. I'm thinking about, I think I said I was going to elaborate more on what my plans were for showcasing my Sketchbook Slam Challenge, and for my Sketchbook Slam Challenge, I'll probably show me working on a page in the sketchbook and then giving an overview of everything that I've done in the sketchbook. And since I'm a day ahead of most of my audience, which does tend to be in the US, I will be posting them the next day. So whatever I do on like October 1st, for me, I'll be posting them on October 2nd with the footage of the drawing that I did for that day, as well as a overview of the pages that I completed, so that you can see that yes, I am indeed doing all these pages, what it is that I did to fill the pages, and maybe that'll color you inspired that if you do take on this very challenging endeavor, it'll give you ideas for what to do in your own sketchbooks, or just ideals in general for your sketchbook, with the recap of what have I done in my book for all of one day. And the extra challenging factor is that I will be doing this Sketchbook Slam Challenge during the month of October, Inktober. And I thought, double challenge time, let's go overdrive, yes! And I've been a little on the fence because I'm thinking this is going to be terrifying, this is scary. But then I realized that most of my stuff that I do post now anyways on my Instagram, or that I share, I tend to ink it in anyways. Yeah. I use a plethora of different pens as far as my Instagram posts go. But you'll see through the end credits of my video that this video was completed with minimal supplies, and I chose that in some effect so that I wouldn't have to worry as much about getting textures, because in some of my previous dog studies on my Instagram, I've used pencils, my Prismacolor pencils, and they have a very watercolor looking effect, and the reason for that is that I had one of those refillable watercolor brush pens, and I fill it with isopropyl alcohol. Mine's only 70%, I don't know which percent it is, I'm not holding it right now. And I fill the brush pen with the isopropyl alcohol so that when I go over my Prismacolor pencils, it blends out as though it's watercolor. So if that's something that you'd be interested in for how to make your Prismacolor pencils, which are oil pencils, oil base, I guess. They're very waxy. To look more like watercolor pencils and trick people, you can do that. Also, it's a lot easier to use the watercolor brush pen with the isopropyl alcohol for smoothing out my Prismacolor pencils, because then I'm not having to dip an actual brush, and I don't have to keep going back and forth and possibly spill all my isopropyl alcohol everywhere, and that's really stinky. So it makes blending much easier because it's cleaner and it's more efficient. I realize I've rambled a lot, so this will probably go in my rambles playlist. I hope you are having a wonderful day wherever you are, that this colored you inspired, and that you remember to do what you do to make that artwork for you. Lots of love. Bye.